Well, hi there. This is Chase Swift, and I'm doing this video because I get a lot of questions from people that ask, what do I need to do to become a photographer? So I thought I would do a video on that subject. And so what I'll really quickly do is run through, I have been a photographer. I'm a freelance photographer. And these just are some of the various photographs that I've taken. And one of the key points is, you just need to be out there taking pictures, and soon enough you'll get some really good ones. If you're out there, you're going to get good pictures. And I've been just blessed to be able to travel a lot, but you don't have to travel a lot, as in these little water drop photos I took in my home. Okay, they are just amazing little water drops, and I took these all in my home. So whether you travel or not, it doesn't really matter. And it is kind of fun. Now, I sell my images online, and I'm just giving you a sneak peek at some of these. This is actually one of my better selling images. It's a picture of a football field, okay? It was very conceptual about the challenge and, you know, how business can be, you know, competitive and all those types of things. That's how it's used. Things like a blank check, which you may not always photograph really glamorous stuff, but sometimes a little simple stuff that you can do in your home fulfills a need in a business sense, okay? Now, artistically, a beautiful pan shot of a horse jumping is really awesome too. So it's one of my more popular photographs that are used. My wife is a horseback rider, so she and her friends were running horses. Notice the clear space in the top of the photograph. So composition is important, all that. So leaving room for type and things like that makes your images more commercially viable, makes them worth more, okay? This last one, which I'll show, is just fireworks. And that one I actually used the computer in Photoshop to actually pull in several fireworks and put them all together. So as long as you caption your image that way, you'll be fine. Now, back to the topic. Now that you know that I know what I'm talking about, I found this website, and it talks about, you know, what things you might want to, you know, what do you have to do to become a photographer? That's the question, okay? So it seems like it's about gear, and I think they're right here. You don't need fancy equipment. In fact, you can start with very simple equipment. You don't need a bunch of fancy stuff. Now, I like this point here. Reading books and magazines and searching online like you're doing now is really good. And if you have a friend that's a photographer, that's really good. If you have a question, you can ask me a question, of course. But I may not be as close as a friend or someone you know. But yeah, starting with your gear, it's really basic. You can start really basic and then build up to having more equipment. Now, building a portfolio, photograph what you really like, but do a very good job. Look at your backgrounds, look at your technique, strive to, you know, give yourself, let's say, a project of how to photograph an apple 25 different ways. Okay? Use a digital camera and photograph an apple 25 different ways. That's really good. So, and taking photos every day will hone your skills, and it'll build your portfolio. And some of them won't be very good. That's okay. But you'll start to develop something that is, you know, a passion of yours, okay? And then kind of decide on your forte is kind of what I'm saying. I agree with this point. If you like doing portraits, if you're good with people, that's fabulous. If you don't necessarily like people, you can get good at some of the still lifes and a lot of detail shots. Just keep shooting a lot. Take thousands of photographs, and then you'll learn, and other people will comment and like your photographs, and then you'll have editors and other professionals critique your work, and that's where the point where you're good enough, you'll know when that happens, because people will say, yeah, we want to use your photograph, or would you photograph this for us, and that type of thing. Now, my final point is probably as important as all of what I've said. And I became a photographer in 1985, a long time ago. And I learned, and I went to school and all that good stuff. But what I now know is I would be building a secondary residual income in a way so you can afford the more expensive equipment, so you can afford the education, so you can afford to travel if you want. There's a lot of expenses in photography. And so after my experience, I would encourage you to have another source of income other than your job, something you can do very part-time, something that will bring money in when you're not working. Okay, so you can afford the equipment, the education, and traveling, and all the stuff you'll need in photography. It just takes longer if you don't have the extra money. So what I have found and what I transitioned to doing is I still love photography, but I have transitioned into making money online, on the internet. And more than just selling my images, I'm actually working with millionaires who are helping people that are average but that want more and they want to earn some extra money. I'm actually working with them very part-time, and a lot of it's automated so that I can earn extra money so I can enjoy my profession of photography, so I can have the money to buy equipment, so I can travel without being restricted by finances. So it's probably one of the best pieces of advice that I can give you, is to learn to make some extra money as well. And I don't want you to be tied, you don't want to be tied up and lose focus on your passion, which is photography. I wouldn't want that, but I want you to work smart. So I have some information. You may see a button down below, or you can just go to my website, winwithchase.com, and that'll be in the description of this video as well. So that website, if you're interested, and you should be, because I'm going to help you with your photography, I think, and I'll help you make money online on the internet. Doesn't matter where you live. It can work for wherever you live. Okay, it's really cool. So you'll go to my website. You can find out more information. I'll send you an email with all the information so you can make an educated decision, and then you can get to contact me and we can talk on Skype or talk on the phone if you have questions and that type of thing. But I wanted to give you some good ideas on what you would do, or what you're researching for, how to become a photographer. And I wish I had this advice when I was starting, and I hope you find it useful. And if you have any questions, you can comment in this video below, or you may see a web page where more of my details are, like on Facebook, and you can add me on Facebook, and we can find out more about your goals and what you're looking to do. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Bye for now.